Hello everyone, welcome back. And we are back tonight with more of, well, actually not more of, we're going to be starting The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. And I see someone in chat already who's excited for me to start this game. Hello Reen, how you doing tonight? Tonight might be a shorter stream than usual. I'm going to see what the weather's looking like when it's time for my break. So, we'll see then what I end up having to do. If it looks like it'll be okay, I'll just take my break as normal and come back afterwards. So, like I said, we'll just see what happens. But yep, I have previously played the first two Trails in the Sky games on this stream, and now we're finally getting to the third one. So, let's begin and see what we're in store for this time. Yeah, we'll go normal difficulty as always. There's Tita. Okay, what's going on? Trails in the Sky SC save data found. Load data? Yes. Oh, I wonder what this gets me. Year 1203 of the Septian calendar, fall. Just over half a year since the Liber Arc's collapse. Cruising through the night sky above the Cruzan province in eastern Arabonia. Was the Rhineford Company's latest display in luxury, the Lusitania. Ah. Wow, that is pretty fancy. Luxury airship Lusitania. The Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky the Third.
If I may have your attention, please. On behalf of the Conrad Company, I would like to take the time to thank you all for attending the party today. As I'm sure you're all aware, this is a most auspicious day.
Nice mask.
Yes, indeed. On this historic day 10 years ago, this fine company...
Oh, is this who I think it is? Okay, maybe not.
You don't seem to be enjoying this quite as much as he is. You ought to at least try and feign interest in what he's saying. Surely you must understand what kind of man he is if you're here.
Oh, that I do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that I do. He's a merchant of death who makes a fortune during the Let me start that over. He's a merchant of death who made a fortune during the 100 Days' War, and one of the Empire's most wealthy men, despite being a relative newcomer. Why, it was only a few years ago that he partnered up with the famous Rhineford Group, and now he's serving on their board of directors. My name is Graham, Kevin Graham. Yep. His record makes for a most impressive read, that much is for certain. Although I dare say he's less impressive in person compared to on paper.
My, you'd best refrain from making such remarks. That mask of yours might disguise your identity, but it won't keep those naughty men in black away should you make an enemy of them.
Now that's a terrifying prospect. I can't imagine I'd last very long if I did. Yeah, whatever. I'd surely be cast through this window as easily as a pebble plunges through water.
I must say I find you rather intriguing. Are you a member of the press, perhaps? Or maybe even a government official?
Yeah, okay, she's definitely not who I was thinking she might be. I would answer, but where's the fun in spilling secrets? I'll leave the pondering to your fertile imagination, mademoiselle. Leaving my identity aside, however, this ship is an impressive work of art. It's hard to believe we're inside one at all, and yet here we are, thousands of Argae in the air.
Well, it is Rhineford's latest model. One would expect nothing less than art. Last I heard, they were advertising it as the largest airship in the world.
It is 120 Argae across, so they're probably right. As far as most of the world knows.
You certainly know how to make a lady curious. But even with the mask, it's no secret that you're so young, practically still a boy. I wonder, how often do you go around charming your way through these drab parties with that aura of mystique?
Well, seems the mask can't hide all my secrets. Perhaps I ought to make my daring escape before I give away anything more about myself. Killick would probably be wearing a more Asian-inspired dress. Yeah, the Glorious is bigger, yeah, that is true. But you're right, that is who I was thinking of initially, was Kilika. This is why he said as far as the world knows. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I figured it wasn't her, and that's also why I didn't use the voice I used for Kilika.
If you must, although it would be my pleasure to continue keeping you company. It's not every day that one gets to enjoy chatting a night away with a mysterious stranger like this, you know.
Why is she saying that when everyone here is wearing a mask, except for the guy that's heading the party? Oh well.
We could even take our chat somewhere more comfortable, like your room.
I would be honored to, fair lady. But only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. Meanwhile, I'll refrain from asking why your room would not be an acceptable location.
And I'll thank you for not forcing me to bring up that oaf of a man.
Ooh. Well, the party is in full swing now. This chance is as good as any. There's private rooms on the higher floor of the ship and on the other side of the deck. Okay, let's get to work. Alright, let's talk to people first. Might I interest you in something to drink, sir? We have some well-aged Dangrows if you would care for some. The Conrad Company might have made a lot of progress in the past 10 years. But that was all thanks to the Rhineford Group. They couldn't have done a thing by themselves, so they've got no right trying to act big. They need to realize their place.
This truly is a spectacular ship. I was getting sick and tired of looking at the gloomy skies of the capital, so this is a wonderful change of scenery. I'll have to be sure to make the most of tonight.
And I couldn't agree more there. There, the capital is positively suffocating. I try to get away from it as often as I can, so I spend all of my time off in my villa to the south. Why does she have to choose a party like this to feel unwell? I hope she isn't faking it to stay in her room. Must she oppose me at every turn? Yes, Lady Lindell is currently resting in her room. She said that she is feeling a little unwell at the moment, you see.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said that no mask could hope to disguise the beauty of your ivory white skin. Or the luster of those fine red lips.
Well, aren't you the flatterer? Here on the Lusitania, we'll be striving to meet your every need. So please do let us know if there is anything we can do for you.
The chefs here are ordinarily work at my hotel, I'll have you know. They may be working in a different environment with different equipment than usual, but that is no excuse for slacking off. Perhaps I'm going to need to keep a watchful eye on them to ensure they don't slip. Stop it, Dad. You're just embarrassing yourself. We're here as guests today. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, not concern ourselves with the party's organization. Now hurry up and go greet that Conrad fellow.
Madam, What a surprising coincidence to find you here. I wasn't aware that you had been invited to this party as well. Did it happen while you were in Bereahard buying furs, perchance? Yes, actually. Still, I would very much appreciate if you keep this a secret from my husband. Oh, I wouldn't dream of telling him.
Today's dish of choice is steamed abalone with cream, made to the highest of standards by our chefs. I must insist you try it. I'm certain you'll become a fan. Okay, so all that's available at the moment is option and files. Got it. Does that mean I can go and save? Oh, sure can. Pardon me, but you haven't seen my wife around, have you? I keep telling her not to go wandering off without telling me, but she never listens. Hold on. Could this be Madame Frisky's oaf of a man? Maybe. Huh, you still have much to learn about the ways of the world, young man. The national government is more or less a collection of civil servants with all their flaws and weaknesses. You can get anything out of it as long as you know the right buttons to push. Who does that upstart chancellor think he is? All he's done since marching into politics from out of the army is pass one unpleasant law after another. I can't understand how he thinks. Where's the benefit in appeasing commoners all the time?
There is plenty of entertainment to look forward to this evening. Furlan Ducille's concert will be beginning soon, and at 11 we'll be holding an opera. Be sure not to miss them. Being a part of the vast Rhineford group, the Conrad Company certainly has strong backing to support it and working towards greater growth. After all, the Rhineford group is immensely successful, and it manufactures everything from military weapons to household goods. Perhaps I should consider increasing my investment in the group.
I wonder who is heading the Rhineford Company at this time. I must say, I am impressed at just how reliable the security guards at today's party appear. I've been thinking it was about time to recruit some new personnel to my own private army, too. Perhaps I ought to ask Conrad where he found these people. I might be able to recruit some of them, too. You certainly know how to hold a party, Conrad. There aren't many who are wealthy enough to be able to organize a gathering like this in the sky.
Oh, absolutely.
If my guests are unsatisfied, then I have done my job. Still, today's party is but a minor diversion compared to what the future holds for us. Quite the gathering we've got here. That looks like Marquis Bellade, known for his extravagant spending. And this guy's the president of that one big jeweler, Chorus and Company. Hopefully they'll keep our friend occupied for a while. Please, pay us no mind. We are merely here so that you might enjoy this party to its fullest. I apologize for our boorish presence here at this most elegant occasion. I am afraid it is a necessary evil in order to ensure the safety of our guests. All that I can do is ask for your understanding. Oh, no problem. Just don't come after me. Can I help you? The safety of this party is guaranteed so long as we are here to ensure it. So please rest easy and enjoy yourself. Okay, I think I've spoken to everyone in here. Oh, what was that? Strange. Felt like someone was watching me for a minute. Okay, so I wasn't seeing things. Forget it. I've got work to do. His private room's on the highest floor of the ship, on the other side of the deck. Time to move. May I see your invite, sir? This, you mean? The masked man swiftly presented his invitation. My apologies, sir. This is merely a precaution in order to secure the safety of our lovely guests here. Don't worry about it. I understand. Well, this is supposed to be the latest airship from Rhineford. Oh, it's certainly comfortable enough to be. I'll have to try and travel on it again whenever I can.
Even the furnishings in these rooms all seem to be of the highest class. I have to say, I'm impressed.
This is the Lusitania's library. I hope you will enjoy your time relaxing here. I just can't seem to relax on board the ship. Everything is just so fancy and luxurious. It's all too much for an old man like me.
There are rumors the cause of was a new weapon developed by Laravel's army, though. That sounds most serious to me. Although it's hard to be sure since the government issued a ban on talking about the whole thing after the fact. And without any official announcements on the matter, all we're left with is hearsay.
You're talking about when they couldn't use ordnance all of a sudden along the southern edge of Erebonia? I heard that even the trains and international flights in that region had to be stopped on account of it. I haven't a clue what caused it all, though. I can't imagine it's anything that serious, at least. You say so.
The ship does have a fine collection of books. I wonder which I should read first.
The bookshelf contains chapters of Carnelia. Yeah, I'm not going to take the time to read them. I assume it's not actually important, just something to do to complete for completionist sake. Please refrain from talking loudly when within this room. Of course. Any more books to read? No. Alright, let's get out of here then.
Oh, please excuse me. I assume you must be an invited guest? The party is being held in the room at the end of the corridor if you're having difficulty signing the way.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, what's this? An EP charge. Thank you. The message. Remember, there is but one truth. Love is eternal. Okay.
Are you taking a walk around the ship, sir? If so, might I suggest following the stairs ahead and stepping out onto the main deck? I find gazing up at the stars while enjoying the night breeze an especially relaxing way to pass the time.
Oh, there's a casino here. Are you an invited guest, perchance? If you are, we would be happy to treat you as an official member of this club. So please do enjoy yourself and make use of the facilities on offer. Come on, black! It's gotta be black this time. It's been red 5 times now. This next one has to be black, surely.
Please do enjoy your time here. Still, do try not to get absorbed into your games. Everything is best enjoyed in moderation.
Olivier the chest. Yep. Spending money is all about having fun, you know. Whether you win or lose is a trivial detail. You need only to focus on enjoying the act of spending. People who obsess over winning above all else are base fools who have no right to be here. Alright, it's time for me to make my wager. I'll put 300,000 Mira on red 21. A sharp choice. I hope you are enjoying yourself. This club is part of the Alicia chain of high-class clubs, which has its main branch in the capital. You would expect its employees to be trained to the highest caliber, and you would be right. And speaking of the highest caliber, perhaps I ought to sample some of the wine now. Well, that was a well-earned victory on your part. It's easy to tell that you're a real veteran when it comes to card games. What would you like to do now, sir? You played rather well yourself. Well, what do you say to another game? I'm up for another. Oh, hello there. Would you be interested in a quick game? Yeah, but you're not gonna let me play, apparently. I guess the party over in the room at the end of the hall must be in full swing right about now. Just you watch. One day I'll be rich and famous enough to go to fancy smancy parties, too. Okay. Anyway.
So you want me to grow up to become a soldier and get famous and rich, right? If that lets me spend time on neat ships like this, sure. This is so cool.
Listen, son. I spent what little money we have just to get you on this ship today. This is the life rich people in our country lead. Burn this sight into your memory and never forget it. I'm counting on you to make your way into this world when you're older and make life easy for me. Wow, Dad of the Year right there. Found Tira Bomb. Pine Fresh. Found EP Charge. We need to talk. About what?
Hey, I kind of found an invitation on that costume party that's going on right now. What should I do with it?
You idiot! What'd you pick it up for? Those are only for the super rich people in the first classrooms, not the likes of us.
But still.
Not sure if I'm supposed to go up the stairs or through the door. Let's just check down. Move strong way. I need to head up the staircase. Oh, okay. Can't go that way right now. Well, that settles that then. Oh, might I ask what business you have in this area? If you're looking for the observation deck, you can reach it through those doors over there. If you're looking for the area where the party is being held, however, you will need to head down the stairs. So this is that new passenger airship model I've heard so much about. Can't say I'm familiar with the sound of its engines anyway. I assume they must be a new model too. Could this man be blind? Maybe. Oh,
Lusitania, why are you so beautiful? I do wish your tough speed was a little faster than 1,000 APH. But nothing can beat you when it comes to sheer size or capacity. Fitting a whole 1,000 people on board isn't something any other airships can boast. I'm sorry for calling you out here out of nowhere like this. But I so wanted to meet with you.
But then you came all the way on the ship just for that? You do know what will happen if my father finds out, don't you? Hello, hey Keyboy, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight?
Stop right there. The staircase leads to Sir Conrad's private room. I'm afraid I'm going to ask you to leave. I figured you'd say something like that. Sorry though, this isn't going to be your lucky day. What? What are you doing? God! Ugh!
Good, thank you. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. Looks like I'm dealing with a bunch of Jaeger dropouts. They don't seem that well trained either. This'll be cake. Heh, I sure wish every job I had was this easy. Hope I didn't miss anything back here. I got no business this way. Better get back to work. The doors are locked.
That's good. Yep.
Alright, guess I just go this way. So, what exactly are we doing here? Oh, wow, talk about pointlessly fancy. Alright, now where's he hidden it? Not there, I guess.
There's a switch of some sort behind the desk. Press the switch.
Well, would you look at that? Who wants to bet that's not the only one?
There's a switch in the armrest of the sofa. Press the switch.
I suppose so. All the switches were reset. That one must have been a fake. Bah, I should have known they wouldn't make it simple.
There's a suspicious switch inside the potted plant.
That's probably not the only switch I need to press. Now, where's the next one? Hopefully it's in here.
There's a switch of some sort underneath the vase.
I doubt that's the last one. Well, where else could one be? I've looked. I thought I already... Well, maybe I didn't check. No, not the painting. Oh, hello.
This corner of the rug is oddly worn. Stand on it.
There we go.
Well, that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
And here we go. Everything so far has been completely in line with what I expected, which means that...
Oh. There's a panel with buttons that have letters written on them. A password of some kind apparently must be entered.
I wonder.
Well, I'm gonna assume it's the one that's spelled correctly.
Yep. I figured as much. Looks like my target this time is one of the toys our friends decided to spread around for fun. Okay. Oh, I assume we're going for that. The Fool's Locket, huh? A forbidden artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies off as complete truth. Really not the kind of thing a shady weapons dealer should have in his possession. Yep. Oh, great. What's going on here? What happened to the two who were on guard here? They were both fast asleep. Seemed like whoever did it used a dart or spray of some kind. Or like a magic spell. You think we're dealing with someone in the same business as us? We'd better keep them locked inside here until the party's over. We can give our report to Master Conrad after. What do you think the odds are that he's not acting alone? Judging by the security camera footage, I don't think it's that high. That said, there's a definite chance he's got some form of backup that just hasn't acted yet. I'd say we're better off marking all invited guests for the time being. We wouldn't want to let anyone slip through our sights. Did he just laugh at us? Something funny? Oh no, I just thought I should probably apologize for underestimating you. I'd written you all off as untrained Jaeger dropouts, but maybe you've got more going for you than I was giving you credit for. You little... you got guts, I'll give you that. I've got no idea how you came to be here, but you should know that Master Conrad is not a merciful man. Don't think you're going to get out of this in one piece. You're in for such a world of pain, you'll wish you'd killed yourself while you had the chance. Well, doesn't that sound like a fun time? Sadly for you, I've already got my next date lined up, so I won't be able to take you up on that. What the? How? Oh yeah, probably should have said this earlier. You really might want to step back from that door. Like, a lot. What just happened? No way. That door was designed to withstand a direct hit from a normal cannon. Boy, you guys have no idea how hard it is to hold back with that one. I'm not a huge fan of using it, but I mean, you didn't give me much choice. This is a joke, right? Priest? Yep, I'm legit and everything too. So, if you're interested in making any confessions, I'd be happy to listen to them. 4 extra cheap as a limited time offer. And you guys would have a lot to confess. Ugh. Don't lend an ear to him. Let's do this! Aw, I was hoping for more of, what, you charge people kind of reaction. Oh well, I guess I don't mind cutting to the chase this time. Come get some. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got plenty of healing arts. He's got some these arts and some water arts and some earth arts. And what kind of crafts does he have? Well, he doesn't have any CPs, so it doesn't matter, but Cross Gear Rage, Sacred Breath, Sacrifice Arrow, and Mortal Punishment, and then the Esprit Real Sphere. Okay, let's see. What can I do here? What the heck? I'm gonna go just a sec. Got slight tooth pain. Gonna take some painkillers for my head and get a drink. Might be back. If not, I'll let you know when I stream after you're done. Alright. See you then.
Alright, what's next?
Okay, level 90. And no Sepith. Got 1 Tear Bomb, Smelling Salts, and EP Charge. He's a Grail Knight? I'd heard rumors about them, but damn! And, curious as I am, I'm probably better off not asking about what kind of rumors you've heard. Don't worry though, I'm only here for your client.
So you go ahead and have a nice long nap on the floor, okay? You'll still live to see tomorrow. Ugh, what kind of a monster? Okay, I got what I came for. Now to get back to the party and wrap this job up. Sucks I have to go without taking that lady up on her offer, though. She was looking pretty darn fine, and it was obvious her husband wasn't giving her enough squeeze. Kevin! What kind of freestyle? You know what, forget it. Then again, I shouldn't go playing with fire too much, huh? Yeah, let's get out of here. This way must lead to the first classrooms. No doubt I'd find some pretty interesting stuff in there, but I'd better not right now. Oh yeah, that's locked. So I guess I have to go this way again. Sorry to say, shouldn't you be putting your mask back on? Oh, hello. What kind of HP on these guys? Not too much more. They take more damage than those guards, though. Okay, not. It'll take more hits to defeat them, is what I'm saying.
What's next?
Well, what's going on here? Well, we're not gonna crash, are we? You wouldn't fall out of the air on me, would you, Lusitania? Poor guy missed his chance to run away. There's something familiar about him. But, well, I'd best leave him alone. What is he even talking about, though? Oops, didn't mean to get turned around. Checks on 2,500, 6,000, 12,000, okay. Also, my Trails of Azure puzzle shipped this morning. Nice.
Take this!
Can you hear me okay, or do I need to turn the volume in the game down?
Take this!
It's good? Okay, that's good.
All right, what's next?
On the name of the Northern Jaegers, we won't let you go any farther. So you really are an active Jaeger Corps, and a pretty famous one to boot. Still, I get stuff's rough going for your country and all, but I couldn't ask you to just, I don't know, step aside. How dare you! What do you know about the hardships endured by our people? We won't allow ourselves to be shamed with defeat here, not as long as we suffer. Bah, should have known. Okay then I'll come at you with all I've got. The same group of Jaegers Sarah was a part of. Oh, okay.
Let's end this.
I was thinking, I couldn't remember what they said the name was, but I thought I remembered it sound familiar. Dang, that's a nice attack.
Let's end this.
Yep, I like that attack for sure. Now, if only everyone would stay in range of it.
Still a ways to go.
Well, what is all this commotion? We believe there to be an intruder, sir. And a competent one at that. An intruder? Just what do you think I paid good mirror to hire you for? I don't care if he's alive or full of holes. Get rid of him! Oh, getting me dead or alive is too much to ask of those guys. Who the hell are you? Wait, a priest? No! Haha, yeah, I figured with something like this in your possession, you'd at least have heard of us. How dare you! Get that back! That's mine! Wrong answer. This belongs to the goddess, and it needs to be rightfully returned to her. It's not something mere mortals like you should be keeping for themselves. Kill him! Kill him and get me back my locket! Now! Herman, comrade. In accordance with the laws of the church, in the name of Adios, I am placing you under arrest. You stand charged with the unauthorized possession of and illegal use of an artifact. Don't think you can get away with this. You might be with the church, but I'm a Rhinefoot director. If you lay a hand on me... Oh, don't you worry. We cleared this with the big guys already. I'm sure you got a pretty good idea of just how recklessly you've been acting with this thing, right? Just a sec. You've been causing a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people, you know. Guys like you have a habit of making themselves no shortage of enemies, and you've done a stellar job of that. So, just accept that your luck's run out and come quietly, okay? No. No! Grah!
Oxuna, hey Dragoon, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight?
You just couldn't make this easy for me, could you? So much for this being a piece of cake. Catching guys like this alive is more like trying to sneak off with the whole damn thing. Stop right there! Aw, you pulled out all the stops just for little old me?
I'm good. I finished Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Is that the last Harry Potter game you're playing for now? I think you told me that was the last movie you had seen.
Now I get why you guys are so popular. That's some quick work getting all dolled up and ready to take me down. Silence! You might have had your way before, but that's not how it's gonna go this time. And just so you know, there's an entire company of us on this ship. Even if you have a hostage you can use against us, you've got nowhere to run.
Yep, and it's the last Harry Potter JRPG. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So what you gonna play next then?
We're all lucky boys and girls today, huh? What? What are you talking about? If this idiot here had been branded a heretic, I would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member. What? What's up with this guy? Well, don't let it get to you. Keep up the good work for your homeland or whatever. Just don't go giving us any reason to slaughter you in the process.
Kevin? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm thinking about it. Might play Ghostbusters. On what system? Impossible. Those Gralt's Ritter are monsters. PS4. Oh, okay. That was quite a splendid show. But our tale is only just beginning, Kevin Graham. Oh, hi, mask guy. After all, I have only just awoken. Okay. Already curious about him, but we're probably not gonna find out anytime. Oh. Septian Church, Gralt's Ritter operated special ops airship Merkabah No. 5. Okay, I want to see what the weather's doing real quick before I continue, so just give me a sec. So I've seen teams tank before, but what the Arizona Coyotes are doing is so obviously tanking that it puts other tank jobs to shame. Oh, okay. Congratulations on completing your operation, sir. My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too. Compared to what they're usually like, it was. So if I'd had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too. But I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight.
Not this again. Unless you want another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously. I know. Lighten up a little, yeah? I swear, I'll never get how you hard-headed types ended up assigned to a slacker like me. This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and this ship is under your command, then, slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take this chance to gather up a few more. I think I'm going to have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own. I thought you'd say that. We'd prefer it if you would actually trust us a little to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all you could do in that salt pail operation was transport the thing. You say that as if transporting it isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was him catching wind of it and becoming wary of us. Is something wrong? No, not a thing. Anyway, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow. Or today now, I guess. Got it. Where's it from? Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Selnate. Whichever one is correct. Oh, are you... No, you are kidding me! Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad sign. Let's get this over with. Put her through. Alright.
Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details.
It basically went without issue. The artifact was the Fool's Locket. There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they've cut any ties with them a long time ago.
I see. As I thought then. Good work all around. I'd say you deserve a well-earned rest. But unfortunately, I can't grant you one right now.
And here we go.
Is something the matter?
Oh, I'm just dandy. Please continue.
Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something else I'd like you to do for me.
Regarding a heretic, I assume?
Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Grancel Cathedral.
Grancel? Do you think this object might be somehow related to the Aureoli?
It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this?
Alright. That said, we've already got one artifact on the ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to Arteria. I'll handle going on to Liberl on my own.
That's fine with me. Oh, incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I've dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you?
Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. You can't just bring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this.
Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry, though. They won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success.
Good.
Hey, cool gamer! Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? And let me go and catch up on chat a bit.
Of the 67.2 million cap now have on the roster, 57.6% of that is allocated to pseudo-retirements, cap retention via trade, and contract dumps. Basically, 57.6% of the money the team is paying is going to players that don't play for them. Yikes. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm good, thanks. Just started Trails of the Sky the 3rd tonight, so you didn't miss too much. Kevin just got a treasure back from some guy that I guess stole it. Wasn't made clear. Well, and now he's been assigned another job. Congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you. And I was so not down. I can't believe this. She never changes, I swear. Oh, if all the people reading that book had any idea what a hellion she is in real life. Oh, Cornelia? I've always wondered whether publishing it was really such a good idea, to be honest. It's a complete advertisement saying we exist to the world. If anything, I'd say a book that wild just serves to make people less likely to believe it really exists. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing. I think we should probably refrain from commenting here. Anyway, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Understood, sir. What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere. The lady probably has the ship bugged. Highly possible. You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way there. Preferably near a town that has international flights going out of it, I guess. Got it. Oh, it looks like the sun started coming up. Man, how long was Kevin out on this job? Prologue, the Gralsritter. We're just now starting the prologue. Okay. I kind of thought what we went through was the prologue. Same day, afternoon. In the skies of midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 Selgate from Liberl. International airliner Gretna. And I imagine this is someone we know. Yep, called it.
Huh, they've gone out of sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. It looks like they can't keep up with the ship, though. I guess not every bird can be as fast as Sieg. But they were just the cutest!
Well, look who it is.
I know you!
It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. Funny coincidence, huh?
It really is. It's good to see you again, too. Father...
You don't remember my name, do you?
Don't be silly, of course I do. It's, Oh, I remember, it's Onion Grim. What?!
Okay, whatever. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant. That's not even a name, Dorothy! You really did forget, didn't you? And yet you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing.
I was just being silly. A couple of days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over in the eastern quarter in Calvert, so I still got onions on the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot with just onions in it could taste that good, but I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. So that's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name.
Well, whatever. So if you insist, you haven't forgotten. What is my name then?
I do insist. I'd never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Grim.
Okay, now I think she's just trolling him. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name.
Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all that trouble that happened earlier in the year?
That's about the gist, yeah. Come to think of it, how'd you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the Eastern Quarter, right? Were you there to write about for the Liberal News?
Yep. Niall actually let me go on my own this time, too. Wow, that was daring of him. I'm not sure I'd want to let you handle traveling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow. Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvert instead of Bowes Market, but I managed just fine. Wait a second. Niall told you to go to Bowes, not Calvert? He sure did. But then I got on the airship, fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvert's capital. Weird, huh? Sounds like you've gone on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So, you were in the Republic for literally days when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Did you even have enough money to manage, or, Adios help us, a passport? Well, fortunately, there was someone from the Librarian Embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped while I was there, so I had all the dough a girl could ask for. I don't even know where to start. Niall must be worried sick about you, huh? You think? He didn't sound so hot when I called yesterday to say I'd be coming back to the office today. I keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens. I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy. Thank you all for taking this journey aboard the Gretna today. We will be arriving at our terminal, Gransil City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check that you have all of your belongings with you, and to return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight. Phew, sounds like we're almost there. I'm going to have a walk around the ship to kill some of the last half hour. How about you? I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well go and snap some more photos. It's not often I get to take an international liner like this. Sounds like a plan. See you later, then. Later. No, I'm not budging on this. We are going to Airbay Royal Villa after Gransil Castle, and that is final. I can't believe you're actually considering just going around fishing of all things. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this?
Did you hear the announcement, sir? If not, we'll soon be arriving in Gransil City. So it might be wise to check you have all your belongings on your person while you still have time to look for anything that is missing.
I'm not very good with heights. I mean, it's not phobia level or anything. I'm just really not very good with them. Alright, the orbital pressure looks perfectly normal. Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to ask you not to come down here, sir. I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I even have to go out of my way to see him anyway? It's not fair. Why do you want to know what I want to be as a child to begin with? That's not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know. I'm on to you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news report here, so please answer my questions. She sure is making good use of those reporters' privileges.
We're approaching the Bagon Range. Be careful of potential air turbulence in this area.
I know. I've been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. Do I want to look out? I kinda do, but I kinda don't too.
Phew, that was one amazing business discussion. I never thought I'd see the day when Murano wouldn't have the upper hand in one, but it just happened. The world is full of surprises.
That bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I've got an excellent information dealer working for me, too. So the next time we do business, it's going to be a 6-4 deal in my favor. No, scratch that. 7-3.
I used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. They're way faster than boats, for one thing. And unlike Orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey either.
Mommy, can I go have a look outside? Can I?
No, you can't. Please, sit down like a good girl.
We're almost there now anyway, so just be quiet.
We're finally back home in Liberl. Which means it's time to start thinking of getting a house for ourselves. What kind of house would you like?
The two of us have spent the past half a year traveling all around the continent. I couldn't have wished for a better honeymoon. I'm so glad I chose him to spend my life with.
My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend any time with her, but if I'd known it was going to come to this, I would have sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago.
Wee! Being out here feels amazing.
Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. You'll just end up screwing up even more, like usual. Anyway, first thing is stopping by the Sigil factory in Zaius. There's no better place to learn about cutting-edge orbital tech than there. I'm really going to have to make the most of it, really.
Plain staff with these airships really do a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry.
I'm off to see my grandchild at Grancel. We haven't seen one another in 3 years now. I've been really worried, what with all the trouble that's been happening in Liberl. Yes, I'm finally almost in Liberl. Why'd I come, you ask? Because it's the last spot an ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so if I want to try and pursue it, this is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to Lyndon to see if he knows anything.
This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Grancel, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, so as the airship may be unsteady during landing. Oh, it's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberl.
You wouldn't believe all that stuff happened half a year ago looking at Grancel now either. It's all completely back to normal. The people here sure are strong for what's usually such a peaceful country.
Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity.
I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You're right about the air here, though. It is nice. Nostalgic, almost. Makes me feel a little homesick.
Your home's in Arteria, right? The place with all the really big churches and stuff?
Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria. Not many people are. Hey, it's actually pretty darn small, like smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few are actually born there.
Oh, really? Huh. So, where are you from then?
Dorothy!
Oh, Niall! I'm home. Did you miss me?
Did I miss you? Of course I missed you. What in Daniel's name have you been doing? I sent you to Bose. How'd you end up in Calvert? You were definitely on the westbound line, I'm sure of it.
I really don't know. Oh, wait, I might actually know.
Go on then, spit it out.
I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one.
Sure, whatever.
To think that all this could turn out to be part of some elaborate murder plot. Wowie, all of a sudden I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel.
Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot! I'm all out of breath now.
Are you alright? I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know. Oh, right, your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday! I bought a cake over in Calvert and had a big celebration for it too.
How is it that you can remember useless crap like that and not the things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you?
You should have seen it, Niall. It was made with Eastern matcha, so it's unlike any cake I'd ever seen. That perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took lots and lots of cute pictures of it too, so I'll show you them all later.
You brought me pictures of a cake? At least bring back a souvenir. Man, they always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off it. But they're even more of a crack-up now. Wait a second. Nice to see you again, Niall. You're looking same old, though maybe you're not as so happy about that. Well, what are you doing here? Please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there, too? Your wish is my command. We just ran into one another on that airship by total coincidence, that's all. Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I was scared stiff she'd gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there, or who knows what. I'm so sorry for what you had to put up with.
Pshaw, you're too much of a worrywart.
Whose fault do you think that is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Libero? Something else happen here? Oh, just a bit of work-related business I gotta take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't get your hopes up. Nothing of interest is gonna happen. Haha, I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, so where are you staying for the time being? Gransell Cathedral? I'll like to drop by and say hi sometime when I get the chance. Haha, go for it. In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks.
You betcha. I snapped photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvert, so I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember everything.
I'm not talking about your gourmet report. Phew, seeing those two together really makes it sink in that I'm back here. Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to. Is that you, Father Graham? Lieutenant Colonel Sid? It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at the banquet. The same to you, sir. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be the army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured it'd be Julia. It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place. There's no need to be so modest. A little bird told me you're going to be promoted to full-on colonel soon, aren't you? I shouldn't be surprised that your people have such a good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I'll still feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him, too. I wouldn't want to take any of it from him. Poor Cassius is still getting worked to the bone, huh? Anyway, getting down to business. It's in Gransel Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's being kept underneath it, to be more specific, although I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear a layman like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Pretty much. It's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. Alright then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Huh? Oh. Let's just say someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be appraising you of the details on what you're dealing with here. Apprising you. Oh, there you are. It's good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. And you must be...
I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you?
22, but...
That's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Gralswood really so short-staffed that they're handing out their most important post to kids? You can't blame me for assuming the 5th Dominion would look like more of a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position would have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch? Or are you just acting, I wonder?
How do you... Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative. What?
Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot.
Of course, ma'am. Wait, Russell? Then, are you?
I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon.
Meet the least likable Russell. Yeah, she's definitely not making a good first impression. Still, I sure didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back?
What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though, with how remote the region we're in is, it was all over by the time the word reached us. Had
we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did. Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh? Talk about an understatement! That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair. And as if that isn't bad enough, he let that redheaded scumbag get near her too. That utter cretin isn't fit to be within 50 arge of my darling Tita. Never mind actually getting friendly with her. So, you don't like a god, huh? A gate, huh? Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again! Oh, when I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born! Yep, we got an overprotective mama bear here, apparently. He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we? I get the feeling this is a matter we're better off not prying into. I thought the same, so I don't know any more about than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, she has been assisting us with this case in his place. Oh, I see. Are you two listening to me? Oh, of course. Sorry. Well, whatever. Is this a suitable voice for her, you think, Green? This stair sure is long, though. How much farther do we have to go? Not much, as far as I know. Yep, there we go. A dead end? I hope you've got a good explanation for this. Her whole thing with the Gad is a major reason I don't like her. Yeah, I can understand that. Even with me not knowing any of the story. Of course Tita's mom wasn't there, so she is obviously blowing hot air. Yeah. Obviously so. I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any farther, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me. Well, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy? Something like that, yes. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion. Not sure I follow. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right? That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel is obviously going to need to report what happened here to his superiors, for one thing. All I want you to promise is that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it. I just need you to think and believe it. Weird, but alright. If that's all you want us to do, so be it. I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds then? You don't even need to do that. It should just come completely naturally to you. Alright, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Space's golden glow, consciousness' silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament. Ugh. What? How did that door appear? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word. Aha, I see. So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all of this works. Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't. Anyway, come on in. Wow. Unbelievable. All these years, I had no idea that such a place lay hidden beneath Gransel Cathedral. Well, it's not exactly something we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and royal family. It has but one purpose: to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check.
I see.
Its importance to your Gralsritter is quite clear, then. I'd assume there are similar ones in places other than Liberl, too. Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we can call this place a primal ground.
Now there's a deep name if I ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other Professor Russell is all.
Ugh! I'll thank you not to associate me with him.
Okay, and what's her problem with her dad? Father-in-law? I don't know.
He might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arcee, you know.
Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liberarch sink, and we believe it to be an artifact.
3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. Where the Liberarch sank.
Damn, sun going down already, huh? If this spot turns out to be a bust, we're probably going to have to call it quits for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Yep, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria Lake's about as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a real task and a half. Is it likely to be small, though? The orbital reading suggested we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe.
Oh, I wouldn't judge its size based off of those.
Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location?
Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked off with a kiddo, though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address to a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child.
Huh, sorry, but old habits die hard, you know. Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that since you're about knee-high.
Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel?
Is this a spot, then? Were you able to calculate exactly where the object is?
Give or take an Arge, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reggae, maybe even less.
You serious? Thought we'd be dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antoine.
Yeah.
Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could get problematic.
Unfortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure. Ugh, I really cannot stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's their goddess-given right to have it. Ticks me off.
Easy there, we don't know for sure that this is even an artifact yet. Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest here to you, Gustav. You got it. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah?
Okay, that's the spot.
Go on ahead. Yes, ma'am. Begin the salvage operation.
Gah! That sound just fills me with dread.
Does the salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you?
Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless.
I see. You put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here or what it signified.
Yeah. Not that I was here to see it all happen, of course.
The crane almost reached the bottom of the lake. I'm gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reggae to the right.
Haha, there we go.
Yep, we've got it. Want me to pull it up?
Please do.
A moment of truth, huh? Here we go.
Just a minute. What?
Oh my. I see. Still looking at it.
Correct. There were orbital readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I?
No, it's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them and doesn't need to be given to the church. That it?
You already understand me so well. We can cut right to the chase then.
The orbital readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happens. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So, in your expert opinion, what should be done here? This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Libera wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario, right? If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army.
The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Lake right now is because of ZCF's salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it personally.
From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be of any use to your research as things stand now. But you're sure you want it that badly?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site of where a massive flying city used to be.
I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, I don't know, 1,000 years. As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land. But I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore. And I'm far from alone. So long as there's the slightest chance that artifact can shed light on all of what I want to know, I want it. I think you made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating will achieve anything. True enough. Well, you've heard what I've got to say. It's now up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you? Well...
That brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil.
Oh. Let's go a little softer voice with her. Who is she? No way.
It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Aesir, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Reyes Argent, and I am a squire of the Gralsritter. I look forward to working under you.
I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second.
Is something the matter?
So that's how they think they can get me, is it? But they can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that.
Huh?
But maybe I underestimated the Gralsritter. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? But I'm not going to go down so easily, because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe! Oh, Lord. Okay, she's not wrong. She is adorable, but she's definitely gotten the wrong idea. Isn't that... that's Tita, isn't it?
How cute!
Isn't she? Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others. Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you may happen to be, you can't take me down, because I've got a natural immunity.
I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me?
Who else would I be talking about? You've got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it like a little cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen! Ugh! If I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here. Well, why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying.
Might I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham?
Sure. The lady's Professor Erica Russell of CCF, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously though, Father Graham? Really?
So you're the people who initially discovered the artifact then? Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We will take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all.
Wait a... What? Hold on a minute. We hadn't finished deciding what to do with it yet.
Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it has lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarions. I'm surprised that you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it.
I mean...
Well, well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on then. What legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the church quite clearly say that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules.
I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever.
What? So all you got is, I don't need a reason, it's mine and that's final?
To put it bluntly, yes.
Well, if that's how you want to play it. What's your take on this, Kevin Graham?
Well, by all means.
Me? I thought I'd been kicked out of this conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria with us. But after all the help Liberal's given us, I'd feel kind of bad just snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason. Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one. You, do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Whoa!
My.
What is it? Why do you both look so surprised? What do you mean, why?
Did the two of you not hear that?
Hear what? Wait a...
Oh.
Well, I guess that settles that then. Oh. Okay. Wow. Oh, no way! That thing wasn't giving off any orbital readings at all anymore! Zero! Zip! Why is it suddenly active again?
I believe that settles our dispute.
It sure does. So the real artifact was inside, huh? I've never seen one quite like it. It looks like a box of some kind. Or a cube, maybe. Oh! I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the Church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You, and all who aided you, have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation. Phew, I thought we were never gonna escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit.
That's a kind way of putting it.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd maxed out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're gonna be taking that, then I'll be taking her!" I thought Annalise was a one-of-a-kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition.
Annalise?
Oh, sorry. She's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer. About your age, I think?
Oh.
Rias?
Yes?
You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you?
Father Graham.
Yes?
5 years is a long time. Just as you have changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Rias Archon standing before you is the squire of the Gralsritter, not the girl you once knew. I am here to serve and to protect you, nothing more.
Come on, Rias.
You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there is little reason for me to be here serving you. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Gransil, don't we? We should start making our way to the landing port.
Wait a sec. Was that your...
It was a figment of your imagination.
Huh?
You seem to be tired, Father Grant. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. I think you ought to try and have some rest when we reach the airship. As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest.
Don't even try and tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you changed, but you haven't. Not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Rias I remember.
This is just a simple physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own inability.
Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever going to be the girl who is always getting caught sneaking in the kitchen and trying to stuff her face to me.
I'll be going on ahead.
Hey, wait a sec!
You're in my way. Please move.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking of old times, that's all.
You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies.
Damn, finally biting back, huh? Well, while I've got only a 50-50 chance of you listening to me, can you knock it off with a Father Graham? Or even Father, for that matter?
For what reason?
I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to, or because you want to act all distant. But there's no way I can get used to it. Like, ever. It weirds me out. So, please? Call me Kevin. Same as you always did.
What if I refuse?
Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to.
You certainly would.
Well, you know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now.
The one left me.
Sorry? Didn't quite catch that.
It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so...
Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction.
Blech. You're so selfish, Kevin.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
But just so we're clear, even if I've changed how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way to turn back the clock to the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. We still got some time until the last airship leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something you can eat.
I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left.
I didn't know you were that hungry. Well, just a sec. I'm gonna check something real quick before I continue this.
Thanks, Reen. Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, while I'll give you that my getup is right up the top of the suspicious charts, I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers.
Oh, stop your grumbling. And it's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Is something...
Sorry, that stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer.
unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right?
I sympathize, but you, might want to calm down a little. Well, I don't know why, Reen, 'cause I have my mic on now. How about now? Can you hear me now? Is Reen trolling or something? I don't know. He said he can't hear me. I typed that before you turned it back on. Oh, you may need to catch up on this. You may need to reload the stream then, because it's been a bit. Reen be trolling. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people.
Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however.
Yeah. Oh well, sad to say, but we're gonna have to skip today's last airship out of here.
Do you know of a good place to strike?
Oh, I do. I know the perfect place.
Come on, I need to get this.
Ugh! Oh gosh, this guy. Ugh! Where'd they go? I saw them enter this area, I'm sure of it! It was you, huh? What? How? Oh, good old Gilbert. LMO, yep. How did you discover me? My stealth abilities are a height of perfection. Apparently not. You're just like I remember you, still way too sure of yourself.
Who might he be?
Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low-ranking a member as you can get, though.
I see. He does look the part.
How dare you! I'll have you know I'm very much up on the up. And as for you, what do you mean he does look the part?
You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too.
What? You haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for like a second.
I didn't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore.
You! Cocky, aren't you? Well, let's see how long that cockiness lasts. Whoa, okay! Wasn't expecting that. A Templar sword? So that's what you picked, huh?
Just like you chose a bowgun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it.
Gotcha. Impossible! What did you just do? I didn't even know how I got hit! It's a weapon used by the Gralsvard called a Templar sword.
The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. Anyway, it's time those lips start flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Gransel? How much of our business do you know? Why should I have to answer your...
You don't know when to give up. Start talking now.
FYI, she's not in a good mood. And, you don't want to make her any madder. It looks like I've only got one option. I'm so sorry, forgive me! I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't want to come here! And after I did, I happened to see you too, so I decided to follow you. I swear!
Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye. In a sense.
That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here? That means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here that you came on, right? No, there isn't. I did crash land, but I wasn't on board an airship. It was on board this! Well, what the?
He has an archaism?
Haha, not so relevant now, am I? Show 'em what you can do, Apache. Mow them down!
Alright, let's see here.
Let's end this.
Oh, I don't control her?
Oh well, never mind, I don't know what I'm saying.
It's not her turn yet, though. Oh, well that sucks. Do you have something to take care of that? Okay, you do. Good. Okay, please tell me I have something to stop that. Let me see. Darn, he doesn't. Okay, let's move over. Let's move out of its range then. Well, she does, but she can't use it right now. That sucks. Better move out of the way, yeah. And better not attack him either. Remember Scarlet? Yeah. That thing. Yeah, I remember Scarlet. You're talking about in Cold Steel, right? I think I remember who you're talking about.
Take this!
Yeah, she used the same type of weapon. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Take this!
No.
Come on, let's shake up. Move, yeah. This is what you did. Just go away. Time to leave. You little yes, what you get. Wait, let's start this over.
Okay. Oh, well, darn. That sucks.
Take that!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What's her HP? Yeah, that's good enough.
Let's end this.
I'm surprised how fast Metroid Fusion came to Nintendo Online. Yeah, definitely need to keep an eye out for when Golden Sun gets added. Dang it. I need to see if either of them have something that can raise her strength up. Let me see here. What does he have? No. Okay, let's see here. Nope, doesn't look like he does.
Take that!
Let me see. Nope, she doesn't either. Stop yet, though. Let me see. I guess I could have her do a magic spell. Let's go with this.
Take that!
Darn, that didn't work. I'll have to remember that for next time. Let's see if... Nope, that won't work.
Shall we?
I am ready.
Ugh.
Shall we?
I am ready.
Take that! Still a ways to go.
No! Curse you! Do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You really are full of surprises, aren't you? I'm surprised, Rias. You sure know how to get the best out of that thing.
Not at all. I still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister.
Heh. Still, I'm no different.
Kevin,
Anyway. I'd wager you're out of tricks now, so you ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that. You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army? That's your best option if you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead. That's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you. Eek! Ugh.
again?
What was that? This thing again? It starts glowing so randomly.
Maybe it's reacting to something?
What is that thing? What do you plan on doing? Nothing to you. Don't worry. Shut up for a sec. What is up with this thing? Haha, so this time to begin is finally upon us. Oh, nope, not who I was thinking it might be. In fact, I don't know who this is. Huh? What?
When did you?
It's a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. A traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of his transgressions of the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Who the hell are you?
Kevin!
Thus my lord is revived. Come forth, offerings. Come forth, lost lambs. Burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames. Yeah, that first line of his went off too fast for me to read it all. What happened? Why did I... this doesn't look good. Where am I? Hey, Rias! Rias, are you okay? What's going on?
Kevin? Where are we?
Phew, I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain?
I feel sick.
You do?
My stomach's going to implode if it doesn't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought.
Sure, I'd normally be just down for food as you are, but come on! Is that really what you should be thinking about right now?
There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing, then that cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then...
Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. But take a look around us.
Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What?
Okay. This is definitely not what I expected to start this game off with.
The Hermit's Garden. Yeah. So much for this being an easy assignment. Achievement unlocked, the Gralsritter. Prologue, The Legend of Heroes Trails to the Sky, the third prologue, the Gralsritter End. And this is where we're going to save, and it is stormy now, so this is where we're ending the stream for tonight. So I hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, you can follow my YouTube channel link below to see my past streams, as well as my Twitter to be notified when I go live or further announcements. I'll be back tomorrow night for Fan Content Friday. We're going to be where I'll be playing. Good timing, yep. I will be playing Delta Traveler. I'll be playing a different mode this time. So I hope you're looking forward to that, and I'll see you all then. So if you'll stick around, I'll be dropping a raid. Let's see who will raid tonight. Let's see who we gonna raid. Yeah, sure, sweet. We'll be going to. Let's raid Sin City 5X, who is playing Crosscode. So hope you'll stick around for that. And I'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a good night and take care, everyone. Bye.